welcome back. It's another video. So today I'm heading off to Chicago. I'm currently at the Las Vegas airport and it's 5 a.m. and it's really busy. And I only slept 4 hours, so it's already a rough start. But hopefully it's a good day.
Bottom left or right hand corner of the stage zone number, or only when that zone number or specified group you belong in as well. Do you have any questions?
I made it to Chicago. It was a little rough flight because there was a little wind. And now I'm just trying to find the train station and hopefully check into my hotel. So, yeah, so far, wasn't too bad, I guess. I'm here. I'm in the train now. I bought my tickets for $3 a one way. And it's a really old train. So I'm in my hotel. I was able to check in early, which is great, which was like 3 hours earlier. So I'm gonna give you guys a little room tour. See, it's a little small, but it was only $100 and it's super clean. Got the desk looking over outside, bed, bathroom. Let's see. And that's it, really. Not bad for $100 downtown. And I actually only paid $4 because I ended up using points. So that was a steal. So I'm staying in downtown Chicago in the Loop area at this hotel. And it's a way better morning than yesterday. So I'm currently on my way to get some pizza. I had to switch to my iPhone because it's raining too hard. So I should be there in like 10 minutes. Apparently has really good reviews, so let's go check it out. Here it is. And that's good reviews, so let's try it out.
They call that the old V-base system that came out of what they call the Cub system. Yeah, the Cub system. Perfect. Thank you.
So I just had dinner there, or lunch. I'm still on West Coast time, but it's actually really good. And there was a bunch of locals there, so I was like the only tourist there. Service was okay. I'm not that big of a service, I don't care if they don't come as how I am every hour, but yeah, it was good. And now I'm gonna just go walk around hopefully for a bit, because it's raining pretty bad. I'm using my iPhone right now. So yeah, it's supposed to be better tomorrow. And hopefully I can do more things tomorrow. And now I'm off to get some coffee. I found this little small coffee shop with good ratings. I was trying to avoid the big chain coffee shops. So hopefully it's good coffee, that's what it says. Coffee and a bagel with bacon, egg, and cheese. It was a small little shop, so I couldn't really stay in there. Super small, actually. You can only fit like 2 people in there, but I went to the park, and now I'm gonna have my breakfast with this beautiful view. Currently in Grant Park. I just realized there's this metro entrance, and the outside was donated by France a couple years ago. And this is an original French metro entrance. See, if you've ever been to Paris, so this is the Art Institute of Chicago. But near the Art Institute of Chicago, there's this original Chicago Stock Exchange art dating back to 1897. And it was put here in 1977. One of the few remaining pieces from the original building. It's pretty cool. So I've been to Chicago once, about 2 years ago, just for a day. I mostly hung out downtown area. And it was really fun, but I drank too much, so all I have is pictures just to memorize. So this time I want to take my time, explore a little more. I'm here for 2.5 days, and now I'm walking towards Lake Michigan in the Grant Park area. It's a really big park. I've only walked through half of it. So if you come to Chicago during the winter, make sure you bring a good jacket, waterproof boots, some gloves. It's not too bad. Today's February 22nd, so as you can see, it's still cloudy. It's not snowing anymore. Just make sure you come prepared. Walking towards the Navy Pier, but I'm noticing a lot of restaurants are closed right now. I'm not sure because it's early in the morning or it's a seasonal thing. And all the reviews I've read about the Navy Pier says to avoid it because it's very touristy. None of the locals really go here. So I'm like halfway there. I can see from here, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go because it seems closed also. So yeah, we'll see. And that's the Navy Pier. Here I am at the Navy Pier, and it seems to be closed. I think it's a seasonal thing because even the rides are wrapped in plastic. But yeah, like I said, it's a very touristy area. And on the other side over there, there's a children's museum. It's actually nice weather, not too cold. It's Thursday around 10 a.m. There's like literally no one, just construction workers, like 2 tourists, which is perfect for me because I don't really like big crowds, to be honest. So I'm at the halfway point on the Navy Pier, and I think this is as far as I'm gonna go. Oh, there is some hotels I read, and some like a Navy store, but that's about it really. And it's quite a walk down there. So now I'm gonna just head off to downtown area again. Check out the Second City Theater, the Chicago Theater, and some other historic buildings. At the Northwestern University School of Medicine. And there's a hospital around here too. Michigan Street. It's definitely more busier over here. It's a lot of old buildings. Some of them historic. As you can see, some of them really old. But it seems like there's also a lot of retail shops, which I'm gonna go check out. So this is the Chicago Water Tower, dating back to 1869. And it's one of the few buildings that survived the Chicago fire. And I think it's open. I haven't seen anyone go inside though. But when you think about it, this building is 150-ish years old. It's amazing. Michigan Street also is known as the Miracle Mile because there's a lot of shops. It's very touristy. And that's the Starbucks Reserve, where it's supposed to be actually good. So if you're into shopping, this is the place to come. have a little lunch at my favorite Japanese barbecue place called Gayukaku, and it's really good. I always make sure to come here when I can. They have them all over the country. So I just had lunch, and now I'm going back to my hotel to rest and charge my stuff again, because I pretty much used all my batteries from my camera and my phone. That's the NBC building in Chicago. And the weird thing about being from Southern Cali is that there isn't that many skyscrapers, especially in Orange County. I think the closest area with skyscrapers is downtown LA. So for me, it's kind of weird seeing all these tall buildings. And they're really, really old, but so beautiful. And they have some writing honoring the Native Americans. Here's the Bean, probably one of the most tourist things to do in Chicago, so it's really crowded. I've been here once like 2 years ago, but it was blocked. It's the next day. It's super cold and windy. I woke up super tired even though I slept 5-6 hours. The bed isn't that great, to be honest. And now I'm heading off to Intelligentsia coffee shop. I'm trying to avoid Starbucks. And then hopefully head to Wrigley Field, Second City, theater, and Chess Records. Those are my top 3 places for today. So yeah, let's get the day started. So now I'm getting the red line, heading towards Wrigley Field. Just $5 for a day pass, which I can still use tomorrow. So the day pass was only $5, which is great because I can still use it tomorrow morning when I leave to the airport. So I'm off the station. So if you're coming from the downtown area, you're gonna get off at Addison stop. And here it is. It's literally right next to the train stop. Literally like 50 feet away. This is the side, but I'm gonna walk towards the entrance. And these are all the houses or apartments. I love this kind of style of architecture. You know, I'm not used to this in Southern California. I've only seen this in movies. So now I'm just walking around, and it's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. But since it is, I believe, the second oldest stadium in baseball, it's surrounded by a lot of old houses. So that's really cool. I'll admit I'm not the biggest baseball fan or even sports in general, but it's still cool to see all these historic buildings because I know it means a lot to people. Now I'm heading to the Biograph Theater where John Dillinger got shot and killed by the FBI. I got off on the Fullerton station and it's only about a 5-minute walk from there. I love seeing all these old buildings. Like I said, I'm not used to this, so they have a really cool style. And here it is where John Dillinger got shot back in 1934 by the FBI as he was leaving the theater. So I just finished checking out the John Dillinger site. Now I'm walking about 1.5 miles towards Lincoln Park, and I'm gonna check out the Second City building. That's like one of my top things to do today, since I love comedy. So yeah, I should be there in about 30 minutes, just walking down the street. And this is unexpected. It was one of the first immigrant places. This whole neighborhood. So I made a quick detour and I'm gonna check out the Chicago History Museum. And as I'm walking around the city, even getting out of the downtown area, I was expecting to see way worse, like poverty, more gang areas, but for the most part, it's way better than I thought. Maybe it's just, you know, the news overhyping the violence. I think Chicago's way cleaner than actually LA, so that says a lot. So don't believe everything you see in the news. So if you have time to check out the Chicago History Museum, I recommend it. It was only $20, and I was here about 1.5 hours. Now I'm off to check out Second City. Alright, there it is, famous Second City, where a lot of famous comedians got started. So I think the other building was the training theater, and this is the actual theater where they perform. So as I'm walking towards the bus, in the Old Town area where the Great Chicago Fire started. And you see definitely the buildings are really old.